Hello, we're going to work on fluency practice again. It's been a while since we've practiced this, but we're trying to be fluent readers. That means we can read the words at a good pace. We're not going too fast, we're not going too slow. We're pronouncing or saying the words correctly. We are reading with expression. When there's punctuation, we don't just read right through it. We stop or pause for a moment, and then we continue with what we're saying. If your fluency improves, that actually helps your brain, actually really helps your brain specifically, because it helps your brain to more quickly understand what you're reading as you're reading it. So you want to become more fluent. In third grade at the end of the year, your goal is to read 107 words per minute. So we're all at different places with this. By the end of third grade, you want to at least read 107 words correctly in 1 minute for a third grade text. That's the goal. So right now, I'm going to practice reading aloud the passage. As I read, you need to follow along on your paper. It will help you. So, or actually, I'll share my screen so you can follow along on the screen. Please listen as I say the words. If you think a word is kind of hard, maybe that's what you need to really practice. So this week you're going to be practicing fluency. You're going to practice with this passage. Then at the end of the week, you're going to record yourself reading it aloud. So it's not just, I'm going to practice one day, that's it. You're going to practice many days and then submit a recording of yourself reading the passage. This is one way that you can improve or get better with your fluency. So I'm going to share the screen, and the passage is about koalas. Koalas. First off, can we say that? Koalas. It kind of has three syllables. Koalas, but you kind of put it together. Koalas. Koalas are from, they've been in the news recently, actually, not for really good reasons. It's because of the wildfires that happened in Australia. So they actually are from Australia. But you probably have seen these animals before. So I encourage you to go on an internet browser like Safari and go to a search engine like safesearchkids.com and type in the keyword koalas and see what websites come up. I would trust the websites that have the domain of .edu or .gov or even .org, I think is good. At this time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to Mrs. Bond read. Koalas. Actually, sometimes when you read, it's actually good to read the title. Koalas. Koalas look like adorable teddy bears. However, they do not belong to the bear family at all. They are, sorry, Mrs. Bond's highlighting feature. Maybe we shouldn't try it. So I'm going to follow along with my finger. Maybe you can follow along too. Koalas. Koalas look like adorable teddy bears. However, they do not belong to the bear family at all. They are actually members of a group of animals called marsupials. A marsupial is an animal that has a pouch for carrying its young. Several kinds of marsupials, such as koalas, kangaroos, and wombats, live in Australia. A mother koala gives birth to one baby a year. The newborn koala is called a joey. At first, a joey stays in its mother's pouch and drinks her milk. After a few months, it leaves the pouch and rides on its mother's back. Koalas are fussy eaters. Mostly, they eat the leaves and barks of eucalyptus trees. Their strong arm and shoulder muscles help them climb and jump from tree to tree. Often, people want to reach out and pet koalas. After all, they look so cuddly and lovable. However, doing that would be a huge mistake. Koalas may look like teddy bears, but they are wild animals with very sharp claws. Okay, so this passage maybe has some words that you have not heard before. So these are ones you really need to practice saying aloud to pronounce them or say them correctly. So the first one, koala, koala. The next word I think that is tricky is marsupial, marsupial. Ooh, that's 5 syllables, wow. Marsupial, nope, 4 syllables. Marsupial, okay, 4 sounds. Marsupial, marsupial. And actually, do you notice this has a suffix, has an S at the end? Marsupials. So I need to say this S sound. Marsupials, marsupials, marsupials. So you need to practice marsupials, because this is in the passage 3 times. Marsupials, marsupial, marsupials. Koalas, kangaroos, kangaroos, kangaroos. And the other one, wombats, wombats, wombats. The country, Australia, Australia, Australia. So practice that. Okay. Joey, Joey, Joey. That's how you say that. Joey. Fussy. Okay, the next really hard one. Eucalyptus, sorry. Eucalyptus. 4 sounds. Say that with me. Eucalyptus. 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 So practice that. Practice saying that word. Eucalyptus. I would say it over and over like I just did before trying it out in the big whole passage. Another one is mussels. Mussels. It's plural, more than one. Mussels. Mussels. Okay. Cuddly. Cuddly. Can you guys say cuddly? Lovable. Lovable. So they're cuddly and lovable. Oops, sorry, lovable. So cuddly, lovable. Cuddly, lovable. Mistake, mistake. Do you hear how I'm saying that K sound? K, k. Mistake, mistake. Wild, wild, wild. Sharp, claws, claws. So I would practice these really hard words. Actually, I would highlight the really hard words. I would, if I could, I would either print or on the computer somehow highlight the really hard words, and I would practice those ones over and over and over. Then I would practice the whole passage. Please make sure you're taking time to read these words and to understand them and pronounce them correctly. If you need, you can rewatch this video for assistance.